The anime community needs to stop. I love this hellscape, but the shonen bros need to stop. The shippers, they need to get handled. I don't know what they're on. Do you understand what's going on the anime side of TikTok right now? On TikTok, they've started to ship Disney princesses with Jujutsu Kaisen characters, rating how healthy the relationships are. I'm talking about Cinderella and Sukuna. I'm talking about Gojo and Elsa, Megumi and Ariel, Geto and Tinkerbell, Nanami and Tiana. The fan edits are insane. I don't know how this happened, but I just have to remember that I am the cause of my own For You page. I saw it, so you have to too, okay? Hi, I'm InaQ if you're new to the channel, and yesterday I went to my YouTube community page and Discord server and asked you guys to give me some bad or unpopular opinions on anime. All anime is mecha in some way. SAO is more influential than Dragon Ball. Ouran High School Host Club is just woman pandering and just a really bad reverse harem. The better the animation is, the higher the chance the anime is mid. These are all the opinions of one guy in my Discord server, and they're all disgusting. I feel like you don't wash your hands. Anyway, I picked a few opinions that I wouldn't mind talking about, but before any of that, I wanted to give a huge thank you for Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. for partnering with me in this video. Yeah guys, the lovely folks at Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. have sent me some delicious food, and honestly, these have been such a game changer for me and my family. And something neat about these boxes is that every single month it's a new theme, it's new foods, it's new snacks to try. It's such a fun experience. Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co.'s mission is for everyone to experience Japan from the comfort of your own home through their snack boxes. Actually, this month for September, their box is really special because right now in Japan, they're celebrating the Moon Festival. So the Tokyo Treat box this month is really special because, see? Moon Festival snackin'. This box features all the popular snacks during the Moon Festival during this time. Look, chestnut flavored Kit Kats, you can't get that here. Mint chocolate moon pebbles, rice crackers, and so much more. Like, they even put drinks in this. So while these are the most popular snacks right now during the Moon Festival, the Sakura Co. box features snacks and food from local vendors and businesses in Japan. Also comes with its own little booklet. Oh, this month comes with pastries. Yeah, from pastries to chocolate to mochi to even the perfect tea that you can pair with these snacks. Also, my favorite thing about this box too is that they give you, where is it? They actually give you tableware from Japan. So what's this month? Ooh, a little dish. Look at that. Again, everything in these two boxes come with their own booklets to tell you more about everything that you're eating because you can't read the Japanese labels. These are especially helpful if you have any dietary things that you need to be careful of. Also, the Sakura Co. one gives more about the businesses in Japan. It's just really neat to learn more about the food that you're eating. So if you're interested in these boxes over here, Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. were kind enough to give me a little discount code to help you get $5 off your order. Use code INAQ at checkout. So if you're interested in trying the delicious food or helping out my channel, you can click the link down in the description below. Anyway, thank you Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. for partnering with me for today's video. Let's get back to it. The One Piece live action is a good thing because it introduces an amazing story to new people who refuse to watch it because it's an anime and because it's too long. Yeah, trust me, I get the excitement to show somebody a new thing. Especially a friend who refuses to take anime seriously, something that's like a loophole to get them into anime. Your favorite anime. But it's also like that you're giving your friend the Walmart version of it. Friend of the channel, Jack is Boy, said it best in my opinion.
They made One Piece normal. So much of the appeal of the story is the comical humor, over-the-top tone. Turning this into a Western drama sucks all life out of this fun pirate story and leaves a cute, fan-made attempt at capturing that greatness.
And I know that this comes off as gatekeepery maybe, but it's coming from a place where you're showing them this show in such a tasteless way compared to the original. And I know that Oda himself has given this adaptation his seal of approval. I mean, Netflix has been going so hard on the marketing, the rollout, the promotions for this live-action adaptation, with the cast interviews showing their chemistry, the original voice actors giving them approval, but it's just not the same. And I don't know, just adaptations in general are like made because people refuse to respect the medium that it's originally in. Like, people refuse to respect animation, and live action adaptations kind of just push that anime isn't real cinema, it isn't real movies, it's not a real TV show, it's still for kids, and I could go on. It breaks my heart. Anime is already perfect. Please do not touch it. Don't turn it into anything else. Also, with the success of the live action, that means more is gonna be made, and again, it's just going... Fan service isn't inherently bad. Oh boy, here I go again. Not really. Guys, I grew up watching anime, and again, I have to say that it's okay to like something while acknowledging its faults. And fan service is definitely a thing to acknowledge in anime. It's no different from Western television, but anime definitely takes the idea of fan service to a whole new level. And I say I agree with you. Fan service can be good, great even, if used properly. Fan service, when it's used to distract from the plot, when it comes in moments that is really different from the tone of the show, when it interferes with character development and the show relies on fan service for entertainment, yuck, get that out of here. But when it's used in a comedic way, in a comedic show, definitely like in Food Wars, in Dragon Maid, hell, even in ecchi, when it's in a genre that you know that you're signing up for it, go have fun. As for the best use of fan service, in my opinion, is when it's actually used to further the story. Like with Chainsaw Man, trying to show Denji's growth as a teenage boy, thinking that he wanted to touch titties, but when in reality he wanted a genuine connection. He literally has a realization where he doesn't even know if he enjoyed it. Or in Kill la Kill, where Ryuko wearing this outfit was actually exploring female empowerment. It was exploring puberty through fan service. But you see, Ryuko is also a high schooler. Anime sexualizes a lot of underage girls, and that's a huge thing to acknowledge when being an anime fan. It's a messy topic, but that's my take. Jujutsu Kaisen has no interesting characters or story. You know, this is something that I was grappling with too when I first started this show. I honestly threw it on as like a let's see what this shonen has to offer type thing. And despite not really understanding Yuji's character and his motivation at all, there's just something about this series that is just so hypnotizing. You're so enthralled by the combat that it always feels like that you're on the edge of something deeper and you just have to keep going. Jujutsu Kaisen from the get-go doesn't waste any time on story or character. It shows you that it's a battle shonen in its purest form, through exciting fights, and what more could you want? Yeah, okay, that's fair. Let me just say this. If you're looking for a moving story that gets you right away, top-notch character writing, I don't think I'd be the first to tell you that battle shonen isn't where you would get it right away. That is for sure. There isn't some big mystery or emotional goal for Yuji in Jujutsu Kaisen. From the get-go, it's collect all the fingers, just like Goku collecting all the Dragon Balls, Inuyasha collecting all the Jewel Shards. And I think that's fine. We may not have a deeper connection through the characters yet, but we have a lot of good character interactions. But as I said, the show doesn't really have any emotional depth. I apparently was supposed to grab that Yuji's entire goal as a character is that he doesn't want to die alone like his grandfather, that he wants to guide people to a proper death. Yeah, your girl did not get that from the first episode. I just got that his grandfather told him to save people and it's echoed through his mind. I don't know, it kind of felt cheap, and if we just went into the story with Yuji accidentally eating a finger, that also would have been fine. But of course, being a fun character doesn't really make him a great character. And Jujutsu Kaisen isn't an exception from criticism just because it's a battle shonen made for younger boys. There are definitely examples of better character writing. I can pinpoint some standout moments in JJK. from Yuji and Junpei to now with the second season putting Gojo and Geto's backstories at the forefront. This just shows that there's a lot more than we think. It just needed a little time to get there. It got us with the fights, now let it get us with the story. We're on the second season right now. Let it cook a bit. I didn't get mad at Demon Slayer until after I finished the second season of it. Fairy Tail wasn't that bad. Hey, I'll have you know that I agree. Fairy Tail wasn't that bad. It even was one of my favorite shows when it came out. Like, hold on one sec. Okay, I cannot find it, and I am too lazy to really dig for it, but I did have all of Lucy's keys, and I collected them as she got new ones. Anyway, yeah, I collected the keys, and again, as I said, you can like something while acknowledging its faults. It's like taking a very satisfying dump after finishing a really big meal. You feel so relieved as you get it out. Maybe you feel like you lost a pound and you feel good. And while that feels nice, it's still a piece of shit. The more I think about why Fairy Tail just feels this way is that everything about it just feels a bit mushy. Nothing felt like it had weight, and anything that made a character feel unique or stand out from the other characters kind of just blended together after a while. The fights and the attacks felt the same, like, let's make everybody a Dragon Slayer and all the punches are either fire, ice, darkness. Everybody has the same attacks and the fighting just felt repetitive, and eventually the characters too, aside from Urza, but sometimes she wasn't even given that. Before all of that happened, we did get a lot of interesting and fun characters out of Fairy Tail, I will give it that. It had a lot of potential with the family thing that they were going for and the adventure to it. It's fun to look back on, but at the end of the day, I am just pissed that my ship did not become canon. Also, I think the mangaka had a cosplay fetish. Why do most of the girls have outfit changes with their powers, huh? MAPPA ruined a lot of anime adaptations by calling dibs on everything. Okay, this isn't a ridiculous opinion, but I get where you're coming from. Studio MAPPA has kind of become the most notable animation studio within the past 5 years, and the term the MAPPA effect has kind of gotten popular, especially after Chainsaw Man got released. So if you don't know what MAPPA is or what effect they have over the anime sphere, but basically they're the animation studio that's been churning out the most popular shows to date. They take shows that are pretty popular and make them even more popular. They're the studio that stepped up for AOT. They take decently popular manga like Dorohedoro and Jujutsu Kaisen and send their popularity to the moon. And you can't deny, MAPPA has been sending out hit after hit. On one hand, it's cool to see interesting stories getting the love that they deserve. And I know people have issues with the Chainsaw Man CGI, and I hate to say it, I am turning into one of those people that say that the animation really does not capture the manga's greatness. It doesn't capture the manga's grittiness. I'm not against CGI in anime. I loved Beastars, and it's just, the art style is just pretty different from what I thought it'd be. But other than that, they're not really changing it from the manga. And that's the thing with great manga. These stories can probably just live on their own regardless of who's animating it, as long as it stays true to the source material. But it's also a fascinating concept that we could have been robbed from like a Madhouse adaptation of Chainsaw Man. But to go as far as ruining adaptations, I wouldn't say so. They clearly know what they're doing. I just want them to treat their animators right. Stop overworking them, give them good pay. The MAPPA effect has been talked about with other creators that are more well-researched, but yeah, they keep churning out successful stuff, which makes people kind of ignore the controversy that comes with it. Like, in the span of 10 months, they released Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Vinland Saga Season 2, and Attack on Titan is back next month. The animators over at MAPPA are definitely getting overworked, and that's gotta get handled. High School DxD actually has an entertaining story, fan service aside. Back to the fan service, huh? I'm kidding, but this statement is true. High School DxD is definitely entertaining, I will give it that. I will not deny this statement. Maybe if I were under the influence of some sort, then I'd revisit this show, but I personally am not doing that anytime soon, and I don't know, I'm kind of glad that shows like this are kind of not that popular anymore, or aren't getting made as much? Or maybe they are, I just haven't seen them. Growing up as a girl liking anime, hanging out with other anime fans in high school, all the guys in gym class or at lunch would talk about these shows as if it was the best thing since sliced bread. And my ignorant teenage ass listening to the taste of teenage boys, I somehow always gave their recommendations a chance. I'd watch the shows that they'd like. I wanted to see these waifus that they always talked about. Sexy demon monsters were such a trend growing up. High School DxD, Rosario Vampire, Monster Musume, but overall, following a boy that has to serve a demon mommy with a half-demon, half-angel, who I think is better than the demon mommy in my opinion, the love triangle, some booba, the fights, it was entertaining. I watched all of it. And if that's your thing, if you enjoyed that, Godspeed, soldier. I will not stop you, just please, don't wear your Ahegao hoodie in public. Most dubs are fine, actually. Is this still an ongoing debate? Listen, dubbed anime has improved so much, and while I personally watch subs, they're fine. I was chilling with my younger cousins and nephew showing them My Hero Academia, Little Witch Academia, and we watched the dub. It was fun, who cares? Watch anime! Vinland Saga got boring after Thorfinn stopped killing people. Nothing happens in Vinland Saga Season 2. I'm going to try and not spoil things in this video, but are we watching the same show? Let me tell you, Vinland Saga Season 2 is far from boring. Or maybe you just enjoyed watching a young little boy get traumatized. That's probably why you think it's boring now. For me, the second season has done nothing but push the story forward. It's pushed it further with its writing, its characters, its message. The story went even deeper into exploring the complexity of human nature, which is not easy to write at all. Anyone can write a revenge story or something about a dude hunting down another dude and just be far from what Vinland Saga has accomplished. Yeah, it's definitely less action-packed than the first season, and if that's what you signed up for instead of the meaning behind the actions, then I can see where you're coming from. Well, I will keep watching the show, and I personally find it very interesting. Isekai is pointless. Okay, but what's the point of anything? What's the point of this video? Please tell me what you're trying to convey here. Oshinoko is actually freaky as fuck and is extremely overhyped. Okay, as somebody who not only finished the entire first season but also made a video about it, let's look back on this show now that it's been a few months. The video I made is even calling it whack. And as for the hype, I think the buzz around a show having a movie-length first episode was something worth unpacking. But as for the rest of the story it had, yeah. I agree the hype was a bit much. I think Oshinoko just doesn't know what it is, or it just wants to do a lot and doesn't know what to focus on. Is it a psychological revenge story? Is it a high school anime? Is it an idol story? Not to say having multiple storylines is bad, but honestly the whiplash is just too much. We go from getting an emotional beat and getting an unexpected twist to just not acknowledging it more for a few episodes, and that just doesn't feel right. I think there are better ways to tell this, and I guess I was just expecting a bit more of what we got in the first episode. I honestly wish I made a video on something else that came out last season, but I was a part of the hype train for Oshinoko. Heavenly Delusion was such a standout show, I'm mad at myself for just concentrating on Oshinoko. If you haven't seen Heavenly Delusion, please do yourself a favor and go watch it. Maybe I will make a video on it in the future. Maybe I won't. But make sure to join the Discord or follow me on Twitter to see if I do. Or maybe if I need more bad opinions if I make another of this video. Comment down below what you think of these takes. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Subscribe and leave a like if you enjoy this type of video where I get you guys involved. I recently hit 40k subscribers and I honestly didn't know that many people existed in the world. So that's cool. For real though, thank you so much. You're making this girl's dream come true. I don't know. I'm just grateful. I mean, it's not like I care or anything. 50k, let's go. I did the YouTuber thing.